Denise writes in, and this is a kind of an emotional shift here because Denise is having some problems right now. She writes, I'm a veteran and about to be homeless. I have 2 children. One is special needs. I'm also disabled. I don't drink, use drugs, never been arrested or even a speeding ticket. I make $700 a month on disability. I need a place in North for sales due to my son's school needs. If you can, I would appreciate any help. I've contacted homeless veterans organizations, but unfortunately have not been able to help. I'm scared. Please help. Thank you. Now, homeless veterans, we know they're out there, and it's one of the saddest things I think that exist. But there are services, to help them. So I'll let you address Denise directly and talk about maybe some of the services.
And Brad, thank you. First off, as you know, I have a military background. I spent time in the National Guard, about 14 years, and these people are very special to me and to my wife. And I want to thank Denise. Thank you for your service and your sacrifice to your country. It's my understanding that people from the Department of Military and Veterans Affairs are reaching out to you now as we're speaking, and hopefully we'll have reached you before you even hear this. Most importantly, what you need to have, and what other people who may be listening to this or maybe in the same situation need to know, is you need to get a veteran service officer to guide you through a process. And unfortunately, there is a bureaucracy and there is a process. This service officer will assist you in gaining all the assistance you need and any benefits that you're entitled to. At the state and county levels, there are emergency assistance funds that you may qualify for. At a federal level, the local Veterans Affairs medical centers, the Veteran Centers for Counseling, and the community-based outreach clinics are all standing by ready to assist veterans across Pennsylvania. And finally, as you know, there are private veterans organizations such as the American Legion and the Veterans of Foreign Wars that can often provide a helping hand. The Department of Military and Veterans Affairs service officers can be reached at this number, 1-717-861-9418 or 1-717-861-8902.
And those numbers are good for Denise and anyone else out there who may find themselves.
Any other veteran that is in a situation as we just described.
Absolutely. And just so people know, if you're new to the show, we do make the email questions available to you and your staff ahead of time just for this purpose so that you can come in with the pertinent information to help people out.
Yeah, you don't want to say I have to come back next month and tell you.
That's right. So thank you, Denise, for writing in, and we certainly wish you the best of luck. We're going to go to Shenandoah next, and Jean writes in, if Pennsylvania is so broke, as so you claim, then why are the school districts that are in the red, like ours, and she's referring to Shenandoah Valley School District, left to spend money like crazy, hiring instead of cutting back? They hire family, friends, etc. We have brought this up at meetings, but they do not reply. They also raised our taxes to 53.3 mils. Our area cannot afford more taxes. Can you help? I know you encourage less spending, but are the school districts listening?
Well, that's a good question. And, you know, the school districts don't have to listen to me. They have to listen to the voters. And it's the voters who have to organize and get these school districts to understand that you can't continue to spend more money.
Because the spending is controlled by the local school board.
It's controlled by the local school board. Mm-hmm. You know, we send a great deal of money to the school districts from the state level. But we do not have a say in any contract that they negotiate with the teachers' unions or support staffs or what buildings that they build, how much they're going to invest in that. We continue to supply them money. Yet the individuals continue to say, well, the state needs to give more money. Well, you know, I think the school boards need to be, and many school boards need to be much more conscientious. Somebody I know very well was at a local school board meeting and was just outraged at how they continue to spend rather than trying to save. Mm-hmm. How they have not, this one school board haven't reduced administrative areas. And automatically the default is, well, let's just raise taxes. Well, in these times of economic difficulty, I believe it's incumbent on the boards to say, where can we save money? And oftentimes I see where they start laying the teachers off right away. Well, there's a whole issue right there. Well, did they have too many teachers in the first place? Did they not have enough teachers? What's the class size? You know, I think it's since the last time I was here, there was an article in the Harrisburg paper again talking about the average class size. It was 15. Mm. Now, I started asking people around. I did a survey, and most people would say, well, I think the average class size is 30.
That's what I would have guessed. When I was in elementary school and beyond, it was usually around
Well, I went to a
around
Catholic
30.
grade school in the 50s and 60s, so I had 63 in my room. I don't think that's what you're supposed to have. But 15 is a pretty small class size as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
There are a number of aides. So, in a difficult economic times, I don't believe that the education community can think it's the only community that should be recession-proof, that they have to control their spending. And as a result, we haven't been able to give them the money. Remember, a lot of them are in this situation because they spent federal money that was one-time money.
The stimulus.
The year before last and then the year before that. And that money's not there. And I am not going to raise taxpayers' money for their mistake of using that federal money.